Gonna run back a league with, well, I keep saying league. This is what I get for playing so much Magic. Gonna run back another game with Gotone, Lunatone, Solrock, Gholdengo. This is my build. We've got 2 Lanas to help fight through, 2 Lanas and the Levincia to help fight through Item Walk. We have Baby Blood Moon for the mirror and for 1 price decks, and to help fight through the Lake Iono. Dumping 3 energies on this and then retreating or getting it killed is a good way to get a bunch of energy into your discard for when you get Iono'd or whatever. It's been a really great card for me for the single prizers and the mirror trump, because that plus vitality band KOs Solrock. And you know, the entire trick with the Gholdengo mirror is to force your opponent to be the first person to play the 2 prizer, so that you start out the price trade on top. For tech cards, I see a lot of people playing Picnic Basket, talking about playing Duck. All that's terrible, right? Like, Duck's just a liability on the board. It's nice to shut off the Dusknor and Duskull and Dusclops and all that. Yeah, like, don't worry about Monkey. Don't worry about the bombs. Don't worry about the reach. I think the only thing in the format that's currently being played that gets through this is, at least that I've seen so far, is Water Pawn. Tear Mask? Wellspring. But yeah, this is the way to go. You don't need Azerton in this deck. It doesn't need the consistency. Just play more Poffins. And Battle Cage solves all of your problems with bench sniping. And then between 2 Battle Cages and the Levincia, we're actually surprisingly good at Stadium Superiority. Because, like, Charizard's a great matchup. You don't need Rockets. You don't need Rocket's Tower to beat the shit out of Charizard. So Battle Cage for the Pulp matchup, for the Guardian matchup, because it turns off Monkey. It's just been great for me. So yeah, we're gonna run back and see how it plays. This is my ladder deck for when I feel bad about my ELO number, and I've been punting a lot with Bunny, so I'm gonna run a couple games back with GoTown and see how it goes. So as always with Go, you really want to go second because you want to get that first hit off. I favor the secret box build. It's just so much more consistent. This is a garbage opener. I do actually like the Iron Bundle in this deck with Go10 so often. You just want anything else up front. The hell is this? Roaring Moon. It's an Absol box deck. This will be interesting. I don't even know. Yeah. Let's just say go. I have no idea what this guy's playing. I'm not super familiar with the Roaring Moon decks. I don't actually think they're all that settled anyway. Well, I guess I could have Earthen Vesseled for the double lightning energy so that I can pitch it to, oh, you're playing Squawk too? What was that? All these fancy... Oh, God, no. It's an Okie Dokie deck. Oh, this is the EX Okie Dokie? Search for 2 darks, attach them, shuffle. It's not poisoned. If it's poisoned, it does 260. That's interesting. So yeah, that lost turn one is probably gonna hurt, but we'll see what we can do. God, yeah, okay. Let's start this out. We'll get the secret box and Jesus fuck, man. I guess I'm buddy for double. Yeah, that's 250, 210. I think we'll take an air balloon. So we'll earthen vessel, pitch a cage, get my 2 lightnings, just get them out of the deck. Secret box. I don't think I'm gonna need to cage this game. So we need a buddy, get an air balloon, a Levincia. I've got the second Arvin in hand. I guess I'll take an Iono. Let's see, it doesn't really matter. Probably one of bosses, but whatever. And I should, let's see, we'll take the firm. Oops, I forgot to price check. Oh well. Well, hopefully I don't get screwed with not having the Genesect in the deck. So my plan for next turn is to donk. Is to Nestball the Genesect, Air Balloon, Nestball the Genesect, or Nestball the Genesect, Air Balloon Evolve, retreat, coin bonus, blah, right? The standard draw 1.5 million cards, right? Nestball and Vitality. I do have the Genesect, good. Alright, let's actually price check here. So we've got Ego is prized. Oh, I could take the Fez. Well, maybe I'll draw that many. Got an energy retrieval is prized, right? No, it's in hand. An earthen vessel is prized. A boss is prized. Alana's prized. A Turo's prized. A Poffin is prized. And a metal energy is prized. Okay. What's his back look like here? We have 1 energy on the Roaring Moon. I assume he's got an Arvin or a Janine, so this guy's probably going to get knocked out, which is not great. That's all of the energy in the world. Retreat. Coin bonus. There's my Solrock Lunatone. It is absurd how consistently this deck can set up and how quickly. Alright, so I didn't get the Fez, but that's okay. I did get the Gholdengo, or the third Gholdengo, so that I can continue the prize trade. Because he's given me a straight 2/2/2 map, which is nice of him. What do we got? 3? Yeah, so I don't want to Superior this turn. I want to Levincia. We'll activate that. So the only T-Tar, I mean, T-Tar and Crobat are the only dark type item lockers, and I don't think he's playing Crobat. Let's see, Fighting Gong. I need to discard 5, so I do need to Fighting Gong for that. Let's see. Yeah, alright, let's fire away. And now I'm up on the prize trade, right? And there's my other Gholdengo and a Vessel. Okay, so I'm loaded up for bear next turn. Let's see if he can get 2 energy on that thing. You got the Okie Dokie back. Yeah, there's the Janine. Okay, so I'm losing the go. That does mean that I can just donk it with the Solrock. God, this deck seems terrible. Go is just disgusting, right? Like, this deck is so absurdly consistent. It's just absolutely absurd how consistent this deck is. Yeah, and there we go, right? Because I've just got the map. And that's my Go-Tone deck. It's disgusting. This is, I think, easily the best deck in the format. I do think that Battle Cage is probably the best tech for the deck, with the format being what it is right now. It's great against Pult. It's great against Guardy. It's great against, you know, just so much of the weirdness that's in the format right now. We have good game against Item Lock. It's very consistent, and you know, Charizard is just, you farm that deck, right? Like, it's not a bad matchup. You don't need the extra help that you would get from Rocket's Watchtower shutting it down. Don't get me wrong, I think Rocket's Watchtower does a lot of work in the format, especially against the con decks, and obviously Charizard, it just shuts off the Terra Noctowl package. But Go doesn't really need help in those matchups. Just you win the prize trade against Charizard. They have a really hard time, like most decks in the format, dealing with Solrock as a buddy sniper, and bait for transforming from a 1 prize board into a 2 prize board. And Gholdengo one-shots everything, right? And that's the big strength of Con, is if they can't get that one-shot, I mean, if you can one-shot the Cons, then Kangaskhan just has a terrible matchup against you. and it's possible for them to set up a con that is nearly impossible for you to one shot. But with 11 energy, with all of the search that the deck has, even with the Hero's Cape, right? The Hero's Cape and the boofs in play, and the gem that gives you the extra 30 damage, right? So you're looking at 490 there is how much you have to deal to one shot it. And this particular build is theoretically capable of that. You know, you have to have every single energy except for the one that you're using to attack with the go in hand. But you can do that, right? Which is kind of absurd. So I don't think that you need the help in any of those matchups. And those are the only reasons that you'd want to play a Rocket's Watchtower. And if those are problems for you, if those decks are everywhere, if you're having trouble beating them, you know, drop a cage for a Watchtower and play them 1-1 split. But I think that the 2 cages just are so effective at shutting down so much of the sustained nonsense in the format that you see from monkeys, from Dusclops, Dusknoir. They can still hit your active, but if it's in your active slot, you're putting it there because you're expecting it to die. Because this deck trades, right? Like whatever's in your active spot, you kind of expect it to die the next turn. So I don't think that limitation is relevant. And I think this is easily the best build of Gholdengo, and I think Gholdengo is easily the best deck in the format. Takes a little bit of practice to get used to playing through item lock, and you do still need a little bit of luck, but my experience has been that the Guardia Jelly decks aren't the most consistent thing in the world anyway, and that's the only item lock that actually is relevant against you. Yeah. Thanks for watching.